Hey, Eagle fans, I'm Thomas Mott. Welcome into Philadelphia Eagles Now. And today, let's go ahead and answer all the mailbag questions, or as many as I can, on the video that you guys left just a couple of days ago. Use the hashtag Eagles. You ask questions, and I answer them. That's how we do it here for our weekend shows. We'll start with Ben Spate, who says, how many wins will it take for an NFC East team to get into the playoffs? And are the Cowboys still our biggest threat? So, here's the problem. You're probably watching ESPN or Fox Sports, and they talk about the NFC East and how trash it is. And you've heard a lot of people, I've heard a lot of people say, oh, 5-6 wins is going to win the NFC East. How terrible is that? Stop. There will be at least an 8 or 9 win football team to come out of the NFC East. I think it's going to be Philadelphia. I still do, but Dallas obviously could be that team as well. It will take 8 or 9 wins to win the NFC East, like it always does, year in and year out. It comes down to Week 16 or Week 17, a matchup inside the division to decide who goes to the playoff and who hosts the wild card round, because they normally are not a first round bye sort of team or division besides the Super Bowl year. But I digress. This is going to be an 8 or 9 win team that wins the division. I still think it's going to go ahead and be Philadelphia. With that being said, though, Dallas is still the biggest threat. And even though Dallas has been atrocious on defense, they're very good on offense. They are incredible on offense. Dak Prescott's having one of the best years we've seen in a quarterback have in recent history. He's been lighting it up. The problem is their defense is absolutely trash. Next 5 games are going to be interesting for Dallas. Giants this week, that's kind of easy. Then they have the Cardinals, Washington, Philadelphia, and the Steelers. Remember, Philly has the Ravens coming up, also Baltimore as well. So some tough matchups for both of the football teams here. But that Week 8 matchup at Philadelphia for Dallas, and obviously Philadelphia at home, probably going to have fans in the stands for that one, is going to go a long way in determining who wins this division. So to just wrap it all up here, it'll take 8 or 9 wins to win the NFC East. I would be shocked if a 7-win team is all it takes, but I guess it could still happen. But 8 or 9 wins, and yes, Dallas by far is still the biggest threat because Washington just benched their quarterback. The Giants are absolutely trash. How many wins do you think it'll take to win the NFC East? Let me know down below in the comment section down below. I'm still saying 8 or 9. With that being said, if you want to bet on the Eagles, not only win the NFC East, but win on Sunday against the Steelers, or win any week going forward the rest of the NFL season, our friends and sponsors at BetUS have you guys covered with a great deposit bonus. Go to chatsports.com/EaglesBet with the promo code Eagles125. Get a 125% deposit bonus whenever you first sign up. So you go and click on, or put this in your URL, chatsports.com/EaglesBet. Bet on whatever games you want, whether it's NBA, NFL, MLB, hopefully an Eagle game, but you can do whatever you want. At checkout, use the promo code Eagles125, and it will turn your $100 deposit into $225. That's the magic of our sponsor and our great promo code here with BetUS. Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know if that's the Philadelphia Eagles, but Philadelphia Eagles asks, should Jordan Mailata be our left tackle for the rest of the season? It's only been one game, and I was very high on Jordan Mailata a couple of days ago. So right now, I want to say yes. Now, at the same time, just because Jordan Mailata played well against a 49er defensive front, that's good, but banged up, right? It wasn't Nick Bosa one-on-one. It was Ziggy Ansah one-on-one, and now he's injured. But I still think, based on what I saw on Sunday, that yes, I'd like to see Jordan Mailata be the full-time left tackle. And he's going to start at left tackle on Sunday, obviously, because Jason Peters is out for at least the next couple of weeks. The thing you get with Mailata is young, speed, and strength. With Jason Peters, you get mental tougacity, right? You get the mental strength of Jason Peters. He knows how to play the position, but he's so darn old. And let's be honest, Peters was getting whooped. I mean, absolutely whooped when he was playing left tackle the first couple of games. He's just too old. He's a future Hall of Famer, all the respect in the world, but he is too old to play left tackle. So I'd rather see a young and inexperienced Jordan Mailata than a very, very old and experienced Jason Peters. So I think, yes, he should be the left tackle for the remainder of the year. Dig says, who do you think is our offensive MVP? Oh, that's tough. I gotta think about that one. Let me think about it. But while I'm thinking about it, make sure you guys are subscribed for the latest injury news and all the updates we have here week in and week out on Philadelphia Eagles Now. I'm trying to think right now. Buying time with this sub read. Click the red subscribe button down below. Okay, I think if you want to really go offensive MVP, you have 2 options. And it's tough. And it's very tough because I want to say Carson Wentz is one of them. And you go, what, Thomas? Carson Wentz has been one of the worst quarterbacks in the National Football League. I know, but he still has been one of the brighter spots on the offense. I mean, do the math here. Is it Zach Ertz? Maybe, but he's been getting shut out with all these double teams. It's not a wide receiver because they're all injured. The O-line has been completely patchwork unless you want to give Jason Kelce the game ball or make him the MVP, which is, to me, you're not giving an offensive lineman. So it's either Carson Wentz, who balled out on Sunday and was the main reason why they beat the 49ers, or, I guess, Miles Sanders? But even then, Sanders missed the first game. Man, it's tough. I just picked nobody. I mean, literally, I just need to pick nobody overall because it's hard to pick between Carson Wentz, Miles Sanders, and then the rest of the mess that's been in the offense. I think at the end of the year, it probably will be Carson Wentz. So how about that? End of the year, it'll be Carson Wentz. But right now, no idea. Who do you think, I guess I'll ask you, if you had to pick one, Wentz or Miles Sanders, who would you rather have? Wentz, who's underperformed but still won games, or Miles Sanders, who hasn't underperformed? He's looked good whenever he's gotten the football, but at the same time was injured early on and hasn't played the entire season. So I'll leave it up to you guys. Let me know what you think. Chandler, I think I say that. Welch says, do you think the Eagles will go and look into Mohamed Sanu? Got this question a lot. A lot of people on Twitter asking me if the Eagles are going to sign Mohamed Sanu. Quick background here. Sanu was a Falcon forever. Traded to the Patriots for their second-round draft pick. Patriots used him and then cut him, and then they was signed by the 49ers a couple of weeks ago. And the Niners used him and then cut him. So I just don't see it happening. And listen, the Philadelphia Eagles are going to be getting healthier at wide receiver in the coming days and weeks. There's a chance Jeffery and Jackson both play on Sunday, and if you have both of them, then you don't need to add another wide receiver in Mohamed Sanu. At the same time, though, with what they have right now, Sanu could still go ahead and help you out. My problem is, again, if you get cut by both the Patriots and the 49ers, two teams that desperately need wide receivers, what makes you think he's going to be any better for Philadelphia? Like, I know that Whiteside has been garbage. I know that Greg Ward's your best receiver right now, but I'm confident in the Eagle receivers getting healthy over the coming days and weeks, and then hopefully with Reagor back in 2 weeks, and then Jeffery and Jackson back sooner rather than later, they'll be a lot better than where they're at. So I'm going to say no. I don't think they should look into Mohamed Sanu because there's a reason he keeps getting cut, and that's because he stinks, and you don't want to add another bad receiver to the mix. Would you sign him? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Type Y down below for yes. Type N down below for no. Again, if we were going to not have Jackson, Jeffery, and Reagor the rest of the year, then sure, I'd go ahead and sign him. But you're going to get those guys back, and so just be patient. Let's do one more here. This says, what's up with Sean Bradley or the third rounder? Okay, well, Sean Bradley's the linebacker, and he has played a little bit at linebacker. I think 10 total snaps this year actually at linebacker, but he's been doing a ton of special teams. I mean, he's been playing special teams, so we can't really complain and worry about that. The other one here is Davion Taylor, who was a third-round draft pick, that kind of hybrid linebacker who I said was a massive head-scratcher in the third round. He's undersized. He's played 0 linebacker snaps and 0 secondary snaps. He's only been on special teams. So, not looking good for old Davion Taylor, who everyone kept telling me he's going to, the fix. They drafted a linebacker, Thomas. Shouldn't they be fine? Yeah, they just really, no, has not been good. So they're getting reps on special teams, but they're not playing and starting, which you obviously know because you haven't seen them out on the football field. Okay, there you go. All we have for today here on this Eagles mailbag video. I'm seeing a lot more questions down below. Here's what we'll do. We normally do 1 or 2. We have enough questions. We'll do 2 mailbags. We'll probably get it out tomorrow. So if your question was not answered in this video, I will go ahead and answer it in a mailbag video probably tomorrow. So make sure you're subscribed and stay tuned for that because I try to answer as many questions as we possibly can in the time that is allotted for me. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and we'll see what happens on Sunday as Philadelphia obviously takes on the Pittsburgh Steelers. So again, stay tuned. More mailbag questions coming up or in a video probably tomorrow or the next day. All the time we have for today here on Philadelphia Eagles Now. I am Thomas Mott, your host and fearless leader. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at RealThomasMott. And again, I appreciate each and every one of my 13.3 thousand subscribers out there. You guys make this fun and get me hyped and ready to talk about the Eagles each and every day. I'm Thomas Mott signing off. Enjoy the rest of your day.